It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Portland Trailblazers up against the New York Knicks in New York. And the Knicks going through.
It's an interconference contest here in the Big Apple, New York, as the Knicks play one at home with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. Portland right now in the middle of a road trip. This is a team showing a better record this over last. This was their goal, and it's coming to fruition so far.
And for the Trailblazers, what an ideal start for them this season. I mean, it takes some teams a while to kind of come together. Not this group. They were ready right from the start.
And what a good feeling it is to play such high-quality basketball so early in the season. This kind of start sets the foundation for what could be a monster year.
In the early going here, Doris, we're already seeing a continued trend, putting 5 guys on the floor who can hit the face-up jumper.
Well, this is the new age in the NBA. The floor spacing is incredible because when you've got 5 face-up guys, all of whom can put the ball on the deck, all of whom can shoot, it creates so many driving lanes. And the origin of this, to me, goes back to the last Spurs NBA championship. It was such pretty basketball, the movement, the flow. That, to me, was the starting point for all this.
Team's kind of playing outside in, and it's fun to watch the change. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Lillard the 1 with McCollum at the 2. Nurkic is out there with Aminu, and it's Wayman in at the 3 spot. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Boy, what touch. You know, a lot of guys don't have the kind of feel necessary to make the floater.
Moutier with the ball. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Hardaway. No good. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. This, their first look at this year's New York squad.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Well, a year ago, there was a big gap in talent between the 2 teams. But changes are always made, and we'll see how they match up this time around.
Here's Trier, and they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Hands the 12-footer.
Like some confusion defensively that time. Left him wide open for a nice look on the jumper.
Collins passes to Nurkic. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Back to Lillard. Fires from deep. Here's Nurkic. Knicks with the rebound.
And just the kind of start you're hoping to avoid. 1 for 5 from the field here early on.
Here's Trier. He's guarded by McCollum. A shot by Trier, no good.
That's simply not aggressive enough. Needs to show grit and determination, and didn't on that one. Gentlemen, if ever there was a market that is aching for a competitive team, it is New York. The last time the Knicks saw the playoffs, 2013. Boy, does that feel like an eternity ago.
And here's Moutier. Now Farouk Aminu just getting that 3 to go from deep. Moutier kicks to Hardaway. And the shot is long. Portland leading by 3. Now here's McCollum. Here's Wayman. Back to McCollum. Fires from the line. The Trailblazers rebound. That's another look. Nurkic. And finally they hit one.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I'll tell you, if you don't box out well, expect to get burned. You can't afford to give them second chance opportunities.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. And for Yusuf Nurkic, you see the flashes of how dominant he can be in every game.
I mean, the potential is there, and he is working hard to find that consistency. I do believe he's noticeably better when he plays with an edge. He's more in tune with what's going on. You almost want to wrap him up or do something to tick him off before
Dotson. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Cantor. He shoot again. He lays it in. Cantor's got his first bucket of the night.
I love that Cantor will pursue rebounds out of his area. This guy's such a powerful player who's willing to exert his will.
Now here's Curry. Right side Leonard. Back to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. That shot missing. Excellent D from Cantor. Knicks trail by 3. To the paint. Here's Ntilikina. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Fleshing out his offensive game over time. Ntilikina wants to keep improving in the paint.
Outside Turner. Out left to the wing. From deep. The Blazers keep it going. A new 24-second shot clock. Collins kicks to Turner. Back to Collins. On its way from Curry for 2. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now Hezonja. 18 feet out. And a closely contested, grit and crying first quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers out in front. They're up by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Dennis Cantor traded to the Knicks in 2017. Said he was thrilled to go and play in New York.
Man, it's just like dream come true. I'm going to New York. Cause like for every player, man, you just want to come to New York. It's a big city, a lot of people, crazy fans, and I mean, of course, the most famous arena in the world. And I was definitely so happy.
That's a great place to play, the Mecca.
And they're hungry for a winner. I think Cantor's willingness to mix it up and challenge opposing teams has endeared him to the fans.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
I really thought that everything seemed to fall into place for them in that first quarter.
Boy, from the opening tip, they look focused and ready to play. You know, that's really paid off for them to get this early lead.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Curry is out there with Stauskas. Then it's Collins. Then there's Myers-Leonard. And it's Turner in at the small forward position. Now here's Curry. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
Pass to Cantor. Here's Ntilikina. Here's Vonleh. And the dunk by Vonleh.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Yeah, with the score this close, guys, I am shocked at the lack of defensive aggressiveness. That has to be shored up.
Here's Curry. The Knicks making the shot. He gets that one.
Well, see, I think Steph Curry has terrific instincts. He understands when to shoot the basketball and when to put it on the deck to create a shot.
And now, here's Hezonja. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. And here's Vonleh. Pass to Ntilikina. AT that time from Curry. Looking at the Trailblazers, they took the last win in their last game against the Wizards in Washington. And it took a few seasons, Doris, for Seth Curry to prove himself on the NBA level.
How about his start, Kevin? 5 teams in his first 5 years. But he flourished when given the chance, and we know is a deadly shooter.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Portland shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
protect shooters from defenders stepping underneath them. But what about when the defender leaves his feet and the offensive player steps underneath and tries to draw the foul?
Well, I think one of the things that we have to look at is, okay, we certainly do not want the defender to have unnatural movements which place him underneath the feet of the shooter, because that's where injuries can happen. On the other side of the equation, and this has become problematic to me, you see far too many shooters either jump unnaturally outside of what should be a straight up and down shooting motion, or guys who kick their legs sideways in an attempt to draw contact and fall over. But Kev, this is where officiating is about feel, touch, and vision.
Now here's McCollum. He had 25 points in the win against the Wizards in Washington. Good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Knox, the turnaround jumper. Knox has got his first points in this one.
How much do you love to see the turnaround?
It's McCollum on the wing. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Good on the shot. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
And they're very lucky to have the lead after that terrible shooting in the first quarter. But they've rounded into form here in the second and have brought that field goal percentage up.
Really left the momentum. Knox has got 5 now.
I tell you, there are players who can get thrown off when they're that wide open, but this guy keeps his cool and doesn't rush it.
Now, here's Nurkic. He's coming off a 13-point game against Washington.
You know what else impressed me? How infectious his tenacity was. Simply a wrecking ball on the boards, collected huge amounts of rebounds.
Second chance effort. Moutier, no good. Looking at the Trailblazers, they took the last win in their last game against the Washington Wizards. Back to Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. McCollum outside. It's good from long range. McCollum's got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers.
Boy, this guy's a rock. You know, this is a player that you can count on to produce under any circumstance.
Moutier, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
How about the athleticism of Emmanuel Moutier, understanding how to pick up contact and still go?
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
That free throw, no good.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
Hardaway's checked in for Trier. And Portland with a change here, too. Layman, he's checked in for Nick Stauskas. Nobody near Lillard. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Here's Knox. He's got 5. Hardaway passes to Knox. Back to Hardaway. Passes it to Bacon. On the arc. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 8 rebounds in this game. To the inside. Layman, pass to McCollum. Lays it up off the glass. And now a 9-point Portland lead.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Portland out in front as they wrap up the second quarter with a massive 16-6 run. Got a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, they've been shooting poorly. Is that good defense or bad offense?
Probably a little bit of both. You know, I think we're competing defensively, and they've missed some opportunities.
It's led to good results for you, though. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. One half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. In the second quarter, they made it look easy. They played well at both ends of the court, and suddenly they're sitting on a 9-point lead here at halftime. Shaq, how do you think the Trailblazers were playing?
What stood out to me more than anything else was how hard they got after it on the offensive glass. They were keeping possessions alive and converting those rebounds into points. Take away those extra points, they're not in this position, Ernie.
And Kenny, your take on New York.
They need to make major adjustments on the offense. Whatever their game plan was going into this game, scrap it. It's not been effective. The shots they were taking were not good shots. They need to find a way to spring guys open.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody, with Kevin Harlan.
Welcome back to New York City. Some street art on the wall of the Canal Street subway station in Soho, south of Houston, just down the way from us. Third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
I mean, he was prolific in that first half. You know it's coming, but it's just so tough to stop.
And this is what he does, right, Greg? He's out there to score the basketball, and throughout that first half, he dominated.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Knicks. Hardaway is out there with Knox, and there's Emmanuel Mudiay. Then it's Robinson, and it's Trier in at the shooting guard position.
Oh, a lapse defensively, and they actually get away with it. Bad idea to leave him open consistently, though.
Well, Damian Lillard has never been one to doubt himself, and when he plays, he exudes confidence.
Has a short-term memory, which allows him to keep attacking, even after he's missed a few. And that's the mentality you have to have on offense. He might be as good as any other guard in this game.
A 3 from McCollum. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You can tell they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now. No slowing down. The defense starting to look helpless.
And again, New York turns it over. Here now, the upcoming schedule for the Portland Trailblazers. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Friday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
In that game against the Clippers, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
It's stolen by Mudiay. Right side Hardaway. Back to Mudiay. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Doris, look in your crystal ball. 5 years from now, who do you think will be the 2-3 best players in the NBA?
Well, certainly some of the names. I won't say this is a definitive list, but as long as health holds, I'm going to give you 3 men who are going to be bad men in the NBA for a long time. Giannis Antetokounmpo, because the Greek is able at his size to handle it, take it off the window, and dominate action in transition. He gets a consistent jump shot, forget about it. Ben Simmons, exactly the same thing. His passing ability is extraordinary. I think you'll see him get a low post game, and I think he'll get a jump shot, and he will be unguardable. And one of my absolute favorites is Mr. Joel Embiid. Give it to you inside, give it to you outside. Mr. Embiid can handle it. He can dominate with his defense. Those 3 men are going to be all-stars for a long, long time.
Leonard looking over the floor. Cantor against Collins. Near the 3-point line, it's McCollum. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense. The ability to drain the outside outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And we've seen just how incredible McCollum can be when he is feeling it. One of the few guards in the league who gets everything to fall when his shot is on, is why he can just erupt with huge scoring nights at any given time.
Brett Ntilikina checked in for New York. And with McCollum's explosiveness, Greg, you recall he put up 50 points in a game last season.
And how about he did so in under 30 minutes of floor time? McCollum, only the second player to ever achieve that mark. Helps he started with a 28-point first quarter. When he is locked in, he can put up points like nobody's business.
Two shots.
And he makes the first. Once considered a huge bust, Mario Hezonja has started to come alive and find his place in the NBA.
Let's remember, this is a man who got his rookie option declined and had to make the most of some chances and showed he still has upside last season. This guy was thought to be on the verge of leaving the NBA, but is starting to come around.
Both good from the line that time. Last season, Doris, the NBA hosting 4 regular season games in Mexico, celebrating the 25th anniversary of the NBA playing in Mexico City.
Well, Kevin, you know this. Mexico City is the 5th largest city in the world. You are a geographic expert. This is a gateway to all of Latin America, and the NBA, as always, eager to expand their presence in new markets.
I agree. And the fact that Doris is so progressive has just, given them so much new things, revenue, growth avenues to follow. It just opens up a whole new area where they can grow.
Never rest on your laurels, Kevin. Always work hard, just like the great Kevin Harlan does.
What's up?
Former number 2 pick out of Ohio State. Has a utility knife for this team. He can wear a lot of different hats. His versatility might be his best trait.
Here's Ntilikina. They grab their own miss. Cantor. It's stolen by Curry. Turner finds McCollum. Misses from short range. And with Turner, as you mentioned, Greg, he can play both wing spots and does whatever you need from him on offense.
Well, you like when he's playing in the post and bullying small wings. Much better from that area of the floor than from outside. He also can act as a playmaker, very adept at running the pick and roll.
Yes, that goes in. McCollum's got the lead up to 13 now for the Trailblazers.
Boy, late on rotations, not fighting over screens, 180-degree turn from what they did in the first half.
Ntilikina kicks to Vonleh. 1:33 left in the third. Here's Dotson. He's covered by Leonard. Dotson gets the bucket.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Portland. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. And they're playing through a string of road games. That will be game 5 of the 6 on the road. Here's Leonard. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
What a great job contesting without fouling. Exactly how you want to defend a mid-range shot.
Hezonja up top. He's covered by Leonard. Knocks him. Here's Cantor. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Here's Turner. It's rebounded by New York. Cantor's got 8 rebounds in this game. 7-second difference. Shot in the game clock. Hezonja kicks to Ntilikina. Pass to Canner. New York moving the ball around. Here's Dotson. He's guarded by McCollum. Lets it go from the wing. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Dotson's got 4 this quarter. And a wide open look for McCollum. Hits the three-point bomb. McCollum's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Trailblazers. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Trailblazers lead by 12. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, we've got Damian Lillard. Layman is out there with Aminu. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Stauskas in at the 2.
Get to the block, Aminu.
Three-pointer, Lillard doesn't get it to drop for him. Now the Knicks take it the other way.
Well, he hasn't been a big contributor tonight for sure, but it hasn't prevented them from being in a position to grab the win.
Down low, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Yeah, they may have gotten the feeling he would dish it off, but he had a surprise for them.
Moutier, no good. Trailblazers leading by 14. Lillard outside. From about 19 feet, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And the Trailblazers lead by 16.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
New York calls timeout.
Yeah, just ice cold right now from the floor. Time to regroup.
I think, Greg, they look lost and they look frustrated. Not sure how they're missing so many shots right now.
Ball's knocked loose. Over in the corner, Moutier to the middle. Here's Robinson. A slam dunk by Robinson.
You can see the improving court awareness of Emmanuel Moutier, having an understanding for when to find his guys.
Pass to Nurkic. Over Robinson. And it's out of bounds to Portland. While we take possession. To Layman. This is to Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. Aminu misses. Knicks trail by 14. Passes to Knox. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
Lillard outside. Lets it go with the 3. Robinson pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Knox. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, he continues to be a dangerous scorer for them, but he can't do it all by himself. Someone else has got to help them climb out of this hole.
Stauskas, the pass to Lillard. For Moutier, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And it's 7 points for Damian Lillard. Outside Hardaway. Third minute of action now gone. to the paint. Here's Robinson. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Boy, defender taken out of the play with a rock-solid screen. No way he's going to get through that.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're leading by 10. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter.
In good position throughout the course of this game, and that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field, and that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He was pretty clear-cut to them. He said, look, we need to play with some edge out there. I don't care what the lead is. Do not back off.
Good, Robinson. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Now here's Lillard, defended by Moutier. From the baseline. McCollum, no good, and the Knicks with possession. They're on an 11-2 run. Moutier kicks to Hardaway. Fires from 14. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And now just a 5-point Trailblazer lead. Lillard looking around. There's a minute left in the game. Oh, and he knocks it off the glass. Wow. Portland don't get that time either. The Knicks have gone 6 of 9 in their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. To Robinson. Here's Trier to the inside. It's stolen by Aminu. And that's an intentional foul. There's 37 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Now here's Lillard. He's covered closely.
This is not a time to be patient with the basketball.
Oh, you've got to act quickly here. Look for the quick score and either a fast foul or steal. No options.
6 to shoot. Moutier, no good. So they foul intentionally.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're behind by 7. 7 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
And down like this, there's so much to talk about. I don't know if one timeout is going to be enough.
I think it's looking pretty bleak.
Here's Ntilikina. And the 3 off target. So it's Portland winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian, it looks like this team's progress can be measured by your improvement at the defensive end. Do we see that tonight?
We made some mistakes like every other basketball team does, but I think we did a great job of making adjustments. You know, we got a little more physical. We did a great job of that.
And that led to a big win, Damian. Thanks for your time, man. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you later.